Welcome back to Toronto. Always great to have you here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Good. Wow. What can I say? First of all, I absolutely love this film.
Awesome.
And you did such a wonderful job. Was it, those are big shoes to fill. Was it a little bit daunting to play
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I knew very little about his life other than the sort of persona that often is caricatured by people in the way he spoke and the way he moved and these fantastic characters he created as a young man. And learning about his life was really interesting, and learning who he was at the time that this movie happens. The kinds of films he had just made, like Double Indemnity and Key Largo, when he was sort of edging away from leading roles to playing the sort of supportive, dark, heavy character in his life. But what a unique and interesting man.
And what a dilemma.
Yeah.
How do you go there yourself? Is it frustrating for you as an actor to relive this time?
All you can do is pretend. You're given the circumstances and you try to make them as real and human for yourself as possible. And yeah, what a horrible situation he was in, and how desperate he was to clear his own name and to try to separate himself as a liberal Democrat from being lumped into the Communist Party, yet not burning bridges or hurting friendships in the same time. But he was put in such a horrible situation and made to defend his life that he had very little choice in the decisions that he made.
Yeah, and then, you get to work with, just a pretty good cast in this, huh? No big names or anything other than you, but really, honestly, watching someone like Bryan Cranston turn into Dalton Trumbo.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Seriously?
Yeah, I know.
Just to work with him, what was it like to work
Exquisite, he's everything you'd expect him to be. So funny and deprecating, but his genius is seamless, it's just, he seems to be able to just kind of blossom within his own wonderful instrument and bring about different characteristics. I mean, if you, to watch the real Mr. Trumbo speak, and then to watch Bryan, they're doppelgangers. It's remarkable what he does in the film, and it was thrilling, to get to be in it with him.
Yeah, like we were saying, to relive this period and everything, and it was such a tough situation for everybody involved, but it makes you think about your own character and your own, like, what would I do to save my own skin? Like, I don't know if you can even answer the question.
No, you can presuppose, but that's about it. Yeah, horrible situation to be in. And that's kind of what the film provides, is feeling a little bit of what that's like to have survived what he did, and also what everyone was going through, Mr. Robinson as well.
Yeah, I was mentioning to you off camera just before we started that how much I just loved watching you on Boardwalk Empire. What an amazing, talk about another amazing cast you got to work with, but how ironic that you played a gangster, now you're playing a guy who played a gangster in a movie. Like, bring anything to that?
Absolutely. It's interesting, he grew up in a similar time as Mr. Rothstein, but very different life.
Very different life, that's for sure. We're also going to see you in Story of Your Life with one of our great Canadian directors, Denis Villeneuve. How did you enjoy, working with a man like that?
I love Denis. He's so funny and so articulate, and with a great sense of spirit and generosity, and all about the rhythm of the piece and trying to create something special. I love his films. I absolutely love his films, and the way he sees things and the way he tells stories. I feel really lucky to have been a part of that process. Yeah,
can't wait to see it. How do you choose your projects now? When you get a script thrown at you, you're like, how do you choose? What jumps off the page, or is it a director?
It's projects often choose you. You can throw yourself into them and just sort of say, I'm out here, take a look at what I might be able to share with you and helping you tell your story. But if I'm lucky and a piece comes along that moves you or makes you think or laugh or provides a perspective you hadn't seen before, I'm all for that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, sure. What was the role that changed your life significantly? Just turned it on a dime that you did?
In the theater, it was Richard II at the Public Theater in New York City in 1994. And in film, it was the Coen Brothers film, A Serious Man, which sort of changed my life altogether.
Premiered here at TIFF. I remember
Yeah.
talking to you, meeting you for the first time during that film. Wow, what, like, extraordinary. I hope you'll work with the Coen Brothers again.
I would love to. I love them, and that experience was seminal, you know, in my life. And we bump into each other periodically, and I send them notes of congratulations and things like that. But I love what they do, and it's so unique. And yeah, I'm hoping desperately to do that again too.
Well, we love what you do. Keep up the great work.
Thank
You're
you.
just outstanding in this film, and just keep out of Hedda Hopper's way, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you know. I mean, Helen Mirren, okay, but wow, what a nasty woman, man. Can you imagine what she would have done if she had the internet at her time?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. Lovely to talk to you, Michael.
You
Thank
too.
you.